good. There's a soldier in the high gun with a possible visor, but the rally, I mean, the Brigida and the Ana is in play here. Obviously, we can take him on any day of the week. Thank you so much, Brigida, for booping him out of my name. Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Today's video is your weekly episode of some Game Sense Wins. What we'd like to do in this series is help you how to improve and influence your game in a much more positive way. Not necessarily win, but help you how to get much more positive and better, much better match quality overall. You're going to learn how to do things, you're going to learn how to do things. Sorry. Had a long day. You're gonna learn how to do things, when to do, what to do, and based on the team comps, matchups, and different situations. And obviously, on support, you would always want to show that you're playing Ana, so your team does not ban Ana. And usually, I would go for a Diva ban, but we didn't ban Diva for two specific reasons on this map. Because one, this Diva is really necessary on this map, so you would love to have Diva as an option for your tank, and second, our tank has already picked Diva as their choice, so we're not gonna ban Diva. And obviously Pharah is a ban, which is pretty good because it's a Pharah dominant map, at least on first point, so we don't have to worry about that. So we have Baptiste as a great option for this specific team comp. I'm just waiting for the tank to determine and confirm my pick. Yeah, Bap would be the go-to pick. Bap can work. I'm just more of an biased Ana player. I prefer Ana, just personal preference. And but Bap would make a lot of sense here because Bap gets a lot of value in this specific team comp because the Bastion, May, Sigma do really well with Baptiste because they get more value, and the Matrix, your ultimate, does really good with this team comp because it gets a lot of value. You have a lot of people that can just burn through the window. Anyways, we are gonna go for Ana. So Ana's not a bad choice. Ana is always good. I'm just like, it's a personal favorite thing. At the end of the day, you do you. Okay, so in this matchup, we're gonna focus on we're not gonna just focus on heals, because when you have Sigma as your main tank, it means that Sigma is really tanky. He does not need that much heals. You really only want to heal him like after he comes back. So we're gonna focus on two things: keeping the Bastion alive and landing some great nades. But it's gonna be really a little bit difficult because we're playing against a Diva, so that is a challenge. But Bastion will be my #1 priority to keep him alive. And then win Ramatra. So this matchup got 10 times better. The fact, for three reasons. Number one, May gets a lot of value against Ramatra. Two, Sigma does really well against Ramatra. Third, we have a Bastion that does splendid against Ramatra. And there's a fourth reason. My nade value just skyrocketed. So we gotta be careful of the Freya though. So we gotta come back a little bit. I was gonna play a little bit aggressive because we're gonna go for offensive nades. But Freya's gonna keep me in check a little bit. But yeah, I really disagree with the Ram pick. I mean, I get it that you're gonna do great nade, by the way, keeping my I missed a couple of shots, that's my bad. But yeah, great nade to keep my May alive. And yeah, I mean, I get the Ramatra pick because Ramatra's good against Sigma, but you gotta keep in mind there's Bastion, May, and Ana. So yeah, he needs to go something like Ball or Orisa. Definitely not Zarya, because if he goes Zarya, it's an automatic loss for him. So let's see. It's either Orisa. Hog is also I think Hog is like literally the worst tank that he could have gotten. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, unless he gets what a nade, by the way. We needed something, and we what an ultimate, actually. That is a very great combo by the May and the Sigma, so well played by my team here. Yeah, I didn't even finish my 10 second happen. I was gonna say, unless he gets a very lucky hook on the Bastion, but even so, it will still get him killed because, you know, Sigma can stun him, I can stun him, and I can nade him. So yeah, and we just used two ultimates to win a fight. But keep in mind, their entire team switched up their team con a couple of times. We do have the Nano here. Obviously, the Nano is gonna go for, I want a Nano whoever gets. Yeah, we're gonna have to nade. Unfortunately, the second nade didn't land on me. I wanted to double nade myself, so an arrow on my end. Unfortunately, we played that very horribly. I don't like my Sigma's position. We can get caught very easy. Okay, so great rally though, but it's I'm really interesting positioning from my Brigitte, but I guess this fight is not over yet. We can definitely re-engage as long as this rally, I mean, the Brig comes back. If she dies, it's gonna be really difficult. Yeah, very bad Brig, honestly. Not gonna lie, because her positioning was really bad. She didn't position herself. Can she? Really? Okay, I guess this game is gonna go on for a little bit longer, as no one knows the concept of resetting. There's an Ana though, so oh my god. All right, let's. He's going in. Obviously, he's gonna get naded. Wait, the Ana's down. Definitely winnable. Great nade, obviously. Yeah, we're definitely carrying this. Really great. Great nade and great sleep. We definitely clutched that, honestly. The definition of carry, I mean, we don't have sleeps, but we can try to kill her. Great perk, but still not really much of a threat, honestly. Interesting Mauga switch, honestly, at the last second to clutch Mauga switch. But again, there's a widow up top, but as long as we position an interesting main. Alright, let's try to keep this guy alive, but he's gonna go deeper. We gotta go for a nade. The Ana is 1 HP. It's a great nade, honestly, by us. Amazing freeze. Let's try to keep the Mei alive here. And I honestly think that's what she wrote. As you guys can see, it's a personal favorite thing. Personal preference. That's why I went Ana, because I knew I can carry this. The reason we need to highlight two things here. Number one is the Brigitte definitely had a little bit of a bad positioning at the last fight because she did not. I mean, if you want to commit to a rally, I mean, I guess she wanted. I mean, I guess I can understand. She stayed in the back to keep off the Freya, but her team already went in and she had the rally. So if you're gonna use a rally anyways, I would rather let the enemy DPS sacrifice. I mean, I would rather sacrifice a tick on the point and influence the main fight, because if she actually went in and keep the Bastion and the Sigma alive with the rally, then we wouldn't have gone through that much trouble, because our team would have restarted and went back to the point safety. But I mean, at least we actually managed to clutch it by nanoing at the absolute right time. By the way, guys, a tip for you. I always go with enabling the nano to confirm thing, because you can nano at the exact right moment when you want to, and that is a really underrated tip, honestly. And I've seen a lot of people, and sometimes it saves you from nanoing the wrong target, because if you guys repeat that moment when I nanoed the Mauga, I nanoed at the exact time. He was like, he actually used his overrun thingy very smartly. As you guys can see, he was like charging the wall so he can go in at the right time, and I nanoed as soon as he got out of the corner, because we maximized the nano value. We nanoed at the right time. We didn't waste a single half a second outside the nano, and I definitely recommend for you guys to use that that feature, because very bad nade, honestly, by me, because I feel I did that. We'd have gotten a lot of better value. And for example, if you want to go for like a nano barrage or whatever, when someone says, oh, we're gonna do nano blade or nano barrage, nano me at this time, instead of looking up in the sky and just trying to miss it, you can just pre-click the nano target that you want to nano a few seconds, like 3 seconds before, and then as soon as they dash up, and then they're gonna say like nano me, just all you gotta do is confirm, and then the target will be nanoed. So just a tip for you guys, honestly, underrated tip on Ana. Let's analyze their team comp. They have choke control with the Junkrat and the Sigma, but all we have to do honestly with the Mei and Orisa with Ana, just land one nade, and this game would be absolutely GG's. For really two reasons, because Orisa gets a lot of value with my nano, and we have the Mei, and most of the time they're gonna use that flux to survive. You guys, and you guys will see, because he can't really solo ult to anybody here, and if he tries, he's gonna get slept. He has that sleep threat, so we'll see what's gonna happen. We just need to pass through the choke. I mean, obviously they're gonna have Tyre here coming up soon. Okay, now we have the double nade effect, which is pretty good. No kinetic flux. We can definitely go for a flank nade, but our DPS keeps feeding their brains out, and I really feel like Brig as a support yeah, it's a very bad. Yeah, okay, that's a really great start to a point, but she needs to survive it. Nano that, and that will be a team kill, but unfortunately the rally in. Oh my god, really did a lot of damage. The tree came in clutch. The entire of those come into play. We do know where he is. We slept the Kiriko. Absolutely dominant sleep. And this Suzu, though, kind of nasty against me. She still 1 HP. She is dead. Okay, the fight is looking good. There's a soldier in the high gun with a possible visor, but the rally, I mean, the Brigitte and the Ana is in play here. Obviously, we can take him on any day of the week. Thank you so much, Brigitte, for booping him out of my nade. But still, he got dominated, eliminated, terminated, and assassinated. Okay, this fight is definitely looking good for us. We're setting up for a nade. We have really good position to land nades and shoot some targets. As you guys can see, the positioning is really key. And the Blizzard coming in to secure and confirm and, you know, close the book on this game, and absolutely clean gameplay on us, having the highest healing actually in our team with the lowest deaths in the entire lobby, other than my tank obviously because he played really well. And we have 19 assists, the highest in the game, with 15 eliminations, the third most eliminations. Yeah, like as you guys can see, this is the definite, and we have 3k damage, because if you want to play Ana, you have to also maximize everything, your nades, I mean your damage, you have to keep up with everything, the heals, the damage, and your assist. If you're not keeping up with something, you know that there's something is wrong. As you guys can see, you have the carry potential when you play support, and if you're struggling, always try out other support that you feel that you're comfortable. For example, if we went Baptiste there, Baptiste would have still been fine, but I trust myself on Ana, especially at a choke, and I know what I'm doing on Ana, so I would go for Ana. But if the situation required something else, I would have definitely switched. But I saw my team and they're all playing together. Ana still is, you get, you know, nade value because everybody's playing together. If you miss a nade on the enemy team, you'll get the healing buff on your team. Same, that's the idea. Everybody's playing together. So that's why I said Baptiste would get value, because the Emor is going to get value when you're playing a bunkery style team comp. And actually, and honestly, there's also a third option. Illari would have been fine, because any stationary team comp Illari thrives in. The issue is why I don't go Illari is because if D.Va is not banned, your value on Illari gets very, very, very diminished, because during the ult phase, you don't only have a defensive ultimate to begin with, you have an offensive one, and then if you go in against a D.Va, that ultimate is really going to get almost no value. So if the enemy team is running anything else other than the Illari during the ult phase, they're going to have an ultimate that they're going to get value of, and you're going to remain with nothing. So that's the whole idea. Anyways, boys and girls, really enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for new show with your friends if you learned a thing or two, and we should catch you guys all into the next one. Be doody bop.